I am now pleased to introduce Tuck's student body president, Darryn Lee. Darryn is currently an MBA candidate at the Tuck School, where he is the student body president, a visiting executive fellow, and consortium fellow. Over the summer, he returned to New York City to intern in global strategy at MetLife as part of their Global Leadership Development Program. After graduation, he'll be returning to MetLife full-time as a director starting in August of 2019. Between now and then, he will also be getting married. Prior to Tuck, Darryn was an investment professional at BlackRock within their U.S. defined contribution business. Originally from Compton, California, Darryn earned his BBA from Temple University in International Business and Finance, specializing in Spanish and Latin American studies, all with honors scholar distinction. A former Benjamin A. Gilman International Scholar for the U.S. State Department, Darryn has a deep passion for traveling and immersing himself in different cultures. He has traveled to over 35 countries across 5 continents and has professional work experience in the United States, Europe, South America, and Asia. Please help me welcome Darryn.
Thank you for that intro, Dean Slaughter. I very much enjoyed working with you for the last 2 years, so thank you for that opportunity. So first, I would also like to thank Tuck's administrative staff, faculty, and custodial staff as they collectively make the school run well. They do so much on the surface and even more behind the scenes, so I'm glad that we can show some acknowledgement of that. But also, too, I want to give a very special shout out, and I know my classmates are going to love this, for Associate Dean Sally Yeager. Where's Sally? Okay. Man, so for all the people that don't know Sally Yeager, Sally is like that cool auntie that you can go to for anything. You can go to her for relationship advice, and she'll make sure it's candid, for counsel, but also just to talk about how badly you feel in stats and accounting courses. So we've been very much appreciative of that. Sally has really made this place feel like home, especially for me. So with that, I have to say also a special thank you to my family. My parents came all the way from Long Beach, California to share this special moment with us. And so that's very special to me. Thank you. Now, as many of you know from Dean Slaughter's intro, I'm originally from Compton. So when I first told my mom that I was coming to Tuck in Hanover, New Hampshire, with spotty cell phone reception because we're in the woods, my mom said, "Oh, hell no, boy, you must be crazy." And so, but I assured her that I'm not crazy. But I believe it's because of those specific things that make Tuck a very special place. Tuck has taught us a lot in these past 3 years. And I like to focus on the 3 things that I think that really stand out for me that Tuck has taught us. So firstly, Tuck has taught us to be bold. We all come from different walks of life, yet we're all here learning and growing together. It takes boldness to spend a week on the ocean in a rinky-dink boat with no access to running water, all in the name of leadership development. My outward-bound people know what I'm talking about. It takes boldness to turn down an internship offer in search of your true passion. And it takes boldness not to uproot just yourself, but your partner and children to move here in search of better opportunities. We as Tuckies have pushed ourselves in countless ways, and underscore for me the fact that we are comfortable with being uncomfortable. And that is a rarity amongst a lot of people in the world, and that's something we should be proud of. The second thing that Tuck taught us is to have empathy for others. What is arguably the most unique aspect of our community is Tuck Talks. And for those that don't know, Tuck Talks is when students and partners from the Tuck community actually share a deeply personal story about themselves to the broader community. Some are heart-wrenching and some are lighthearted, but nevertheless they're deeply personal to that individual speaking. I shared this with my fellow class presidents at other business schools, and they were surprised by this. They have similar events, of course, but they're usually only a few minutes in length and often feel transactional, whereas ours are 15+ minutes of presentation and are often followed by a couple hours of unpacking and debriefing with the actual speaker over a drink in town at Molly's or at Salt Hill. So really, when we think about this, this experience really gets at the root of who an individual is. and their trials and tribulations, and allows us to fully appreciate that individual that sits next to us in class, or the people that we work with on the student board every day. This notion of sharing and giving is deeply rooted in the Tuck fabric and allows us to build empathy for the people that we work with every day. Lastly, Tuck has taught us to always support one another, especially in our career pursuits. Whether it's casing each other late at night after a long day of classes and activities, hosting workshops to teach programming languages, or opening your personal Rolodex and going to bat for a classmate looking for a job, we understand the true meaning of support. And this is something that Tuckies each year share. When I was interviewing for my summer internship at MetLife, a friend from another business school that was interning there with me shared that Danny Garber, a Tuckie from the class of 2016, was going to bat for me with an HR colleague to make sure I got that opportunity. My friend was shocked by this because he hadn't had the same level of engagement and support from alumni at his school. And that further solidified for me that I have a responsibility to my fellow Tuckie, as we all do. We may not think this now, but all these experiences have been transformative in some way to who we are as people today. As MBA graduates, we are now part of a small group of confident global citizens that will be looked to for responsible leadership in all significant matters pertaining to business, public service, and other fields. It is a challenge that we accepted when we first put down that initial deposit for Tuck, and is one that is now incumbent upon all of us as we walk across this stage. As we begin this next chapter of life, let's not forget the words of American author and activist Marianne Williamson. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to manifest the glory of God that is within us all. It is not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. With that, let's return to the world championing the causes that matter to us with the utmost tenacity. Now more than ever, the world needs kind, intelligent, and thoughtful people to usher in a new era of thinking and collaboration. And we as Tuckies are well equipped to be at the vanguard of that change. Thank you very much for allowing me to serve as your class president for these last 2 years, and congratulations again to the class of 2019, undoubtedly the best class in Tuck's history. Thank you.